If you have been looking for comfort, look no further. Consider this vlog a visual ode to good food, great cafes, and beautiful design. Today's breakfast is an oldie but a goodie. I haven't made this in years. My mom used to make this for us when we were younger. It's called plaintain and egg, and it's one of the best breakfasts you'll ever have. By taking your time and cooking down some onions, red peppers, tomatoes, you create the best flavor pit for your eggs to cook in, and it just becomes such a delicious, warm, tasty meal, especially with the slightly sweet plantain. This is an easy way to reproduce West African flavors in America, and I love it. It feels like home. I don't know who convinced young people these days that cooking is overrated or a waste of time. There is nothing shameful about feeding yourself and nourishing yourself. We're heading back to American Grammar today because I don't know what he puts in there, the owner, but the creamy peach latte has me hooked. It's one of my two addictions. The vibe of this cafe is just immaculate. After getting some of my work done, I decided to sit in one of the lounge chairs and read an article by a doctor describing the loss of her family home in Lebanon due to warfare. It was deeply compelling and deeply moving. Many of the voices published within that magazine belong to women of color who share their stories and share their pain or their thoughts and philosophies. It was honestly quite beautiful. Let's not be coy. You and I both know that I went to Persimmon and picked up another one of these orange glazed rolls. I ate it all and I don't regret it whatsoever. Rearranging my living room for the third time. I hope it's the last time. I know that my living room before on camera looked really, really beautiful with how my couch was in front of my windows, but it wasn't actually functional. I found myself entering my home and just staring directly at my kitchen, feeling like the room was consumed by my kitchen because my living room would face it, so all the attention in my house was just fully directed towards the kitchen. And there's a huge bar counter that I hate. That's a whole different topic, but I don't like it, and I really didn't like how it made the space feel. So I am trying something that came to me in the middle of the night at 3 a.m. A type of arrangement that I think will section off part of the room and create that living room space that every home wants to have. You want spaces to feel related, but you still want them to have their own identity. So with that said, I am going to try this new configuration and see how it goes. That was heavy. That was so heavy. Whenever I need to rework a space, I try to remove as much as possible from it, so I'm working with a blank canvas. So after moving my couch, I decided to add back in my little rug, and I did something new with my coffee table. I actually decided to fit it into this corner because it was the perfect dimension for it. I didn't like how it looked in front of the couch anyway, and I felt like I was able to create a cute moment here by moving it closer to the window. Something that I noticed about many of the homes that I envied or wanted to recreate in my own space, I noticed that a lot of them had small pockets, small corners of beauty that of course played in very coherently with the room at large, but really helped create their own small moments so that no matter where you were in their apartment or home, you were witnessing a moment of beauty, a very unique moment of beauty that could stand on its own. I made a promise to myself this year that I would only buy max 12 new pieces of clothing. If an essential item broke, like, my winter boots, I only have 1 or 2 pairs, then I would replace it. But for everything else, I am going to try to sew it. And so I'm taking this linen dress from Affirmation that is a wonderful dress. I love it so much. Linen is great for summer. And I'm figuring out how to sew back on the button so that I can fix the strap and wear it this summer. I've been putting it off for way too long. I'm sorry to disappoint you. I was so overwhelmed with the process of learning how to sew. I rarely do it, that I did not really film myself in the act of sewing, but I hope this part of the video serves as inspiration for you so that when your strap breaks on your dress or some part of your fabric tears a little bit, you don't run out and buy it all over again. You can use an at-home sewing kit and mend the pieces. And you'll be able to keep an item that you know you love, that you know you wear and is of good quality with you for a lot longer. Middle Child is famous for their BLT, bacon, lettuce, tomato sandwich. And I had to come see what it was about. I couldn't film much because there were so many people, but this was incredibly juicy and incredibly delicious, I'm not gonna lie. It's just a little bit salty, but I think for most people it will be fine. If you feel like you're missing friendship in your life or some type of companionship, I highly recommend finding a good friend, a good sibling to go out to happy hour with. A happy hour menu usually consists of highly discounted food and drink that are particularly popular at the restaurant or cafe that you're at. I remember when I first moved to New York, one of my close friends and I would always go out to happy hour every week. It became our ritual. It became our spot just to discuss our day, our stress, our work, our happiness. I think a weekly happy hour is something everybody needs in their life, even if you don't drink. Literally just come for the food, come for the non-alcoholic drinks. Just sit with your friends and enjoy life. I started the following morning with a very cute mirror moment. I took a second to admire my living room again. It's so beautiful. And my kitchen was also having its own moment. It really looked lovely that morning. And I proceeded to make my favorite breakfast of all time. I don't care what you say, I love pancakes. I love pancakes. But this is not a cooking channel. I vowed long ago not to do that because it doubles my cooking time. I promise you all that by mid-September I will post my spring garden. That one was looking fantastic. This summer garden is looking a bit crisp, y'all. It's looking a little burnt. But my roses are blooming for some reason despite all the heat and rain. Close. It's beautiful. It's divine. This rose did open up a few days later and it's beautiful. It's a David Austin rose. It has a beautiful creamy orange in the middle and then it fades outwards. It's really bright and lovely. It's my favorite rose in my garden and like 6 of these just started blooming at once. It really did look fantastic and I can't wait for it to climb up my back wall. And hopefully every spring, every fall, maybe even in the summer, there will be roses blooming in my backyard. As usual, I'll see you all next week. Like and subscribe for more.